Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're coming to you today with Lulu and Zenny, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your girl's ability to exercise all of their obedience commands with and without each other. So the first thing that we're going to take a moment to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that you might need to give, and the only correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar. And we've introduced Lulu to the same collar that you sent Zenny to school with, and she's learned to accept that as a correction, and they both have done very, very well. Now, the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is proper walking on a leash, and that's called heeling. The command is now Lulu heel. Her job at this point is to match pace with you, not forging ahead or lagging behind. And like I've talked to you on the phone about, we have taken them out into the neighborhood, and they're very, very good even walking together in the neighborhood. Rich pats the side of his leg, talks to her, encourages her to stay up with him. She should be watching him more than she's watching the squirrels that are running through the trees. And when you stop, she should sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So these things are very important because you want her to be focused on you. And we had to teach each dog individually before we could expect them to behave together. Lulu's a little bit sillier than her sister, as you know. Rich is going to leave her in a sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. And you want to lengthen out the amount of time that these girls can hold their sit-stays, and you want to practice them separately as well as together. When Rich returns back to her, as an additional distraction, he walks all the way around her, returning back to where they started at heel position, and they take off heeling again. So we're just showing you kind of the steps that we went through to get them where they are now together on leash, so that you're going to be able to mimic this at home, because you have to have each individual dog's attention focused on you. And then and only then do you take off in the neighborhood with both dogs on leash together. Now this time, instead of returning back to her, and this was one of Lulu's problems, the come on command. So Rich uses her name. She should come right in front and sit facing his knees. And then she goes back to heel and back sitting. Now this is all done without the specified collar that you asked for. This is just Lulu on her best behavior with Rich. And I'll be teaching you how to use your collar that you requested during your follow-up training session.
Stay.
He leaves her again in the sit-stay. And then he's going to call her again. She should come right in front and sit. You don't want any jumping. Back to heel and back sitting. Now she's done a great job in those basic obedience commands. We're going to bring Zenny out here and show you how she does with those same commands. And then we're going to work the girls together on video so that you can see that. They've been really a pleasure to have, and we'll be right back with Zenny.